Hello fellow country music lovers, I'm Austin Porter, hailing from Huntington Beach, California, and I'm met by Mark Turner from Abrams Artist Agency out of New York. Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of our countdown. I'm Austin Porter, and I've got the recipe for the perfect way to spend the next 2.5 hours. We'll start with a heap of your favorite music videos, round to 20 or so, add a big scoop of country music news, sprinkle in a dash of Kenny Rogers. His 50th anniversary special debuts this Sunday, right here on the network. And top it all off with 2 man-sized servings of Montgomery Gentry. The 13-time CMA Vocal Duo of the Year nominees drop by the set a bit later in the show to talk about their new music. Mix it all together, and I promise you won't leave hungry for entertainment tonight. Well, talk is cheap and airtime isn't, so let's get cooking. Our first artist is a tall tunesmith who can turn something as simple as finding a bug in his drink into a hit song, which is what he did in our first video this week. It's CMA nominee Alan Jackson with his latest, Long Way to Go. Alright, so show of hands. Who's in the running for a trip to Las Vegas this December? Well, if you didn't throw your hands skyward, what are you waiting for? The American Country Awards is coming up soon, and we want to send someone to hang with the stars on the red carpet. One grand prize winner will score a trip for 2, including airfare, hotel, tickets to the awards, and more. You have until the end of this month to register. The latest country news for inquisitive minds when the countdown returns. Alright, welcome back everybody, and have I got a surprise for you. I am with none other than Joe Slaughter, a man who needs no introduction. I mean, your moves could kill a woman on point. This is the gentleman who starred in Step Up 3D, and I've got to ask you.
Yeah.
Now, how did that affect you, being in the first movie that incorporated dance and 3D technology ever?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely unprecedented for when it first came out. I think it's something that brought a whole new dynamic and level to the experience of what dancing is, just visually, you know, because instead of the moves being right out here, they're really up in your face. And
yeah.
we catered to that in the cinematography, the way that, you know, John Chu, who did the director, you know, who's the director of the film, he used a lot of the 3D technology to his advantage in the choreography of the actual battles and dances that we did in the film.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Now I have to ask you, you're doing acting,
yeah.
You're doing dancing,
yes.
But also a huge aspect of this film is the music itself.
Right.
You know, so the score in the movie, how did you feel about that? How do you feel it really affected the audience and yourself?
Well, I mean, the soundtrack in itself was amazing. I mean, we had some really great artists on there. I just like Trey Songz is like as far as R&B goes. I love his style of music, and it's like one of my favorite songs on the whole album. Music, man, it's a dancer. It's everything. You know, it's where you drive your power from. It's where you drive your inspiration from. It's what makes you your individual self when you're expressing yourself in your work and in your choreography. And music's one of those things where it kind of like gives you feeling. You know, what is music? The only reason we listen to music is because it makes you feel. And I think that's one of the reasons why these dance movies are so popular, anyways, because it puts a visual filter on the music itself, so that you can see the music through the aspect of what the dancers are interpreting it as, and that's what makes it more enjoyable. And the music's just as important about it, or in the film, as the dancing is. It's just as important, if not more important.
Okay, so music has obviously been a huge role in your life. It's played a huge role.
Oh yeah.
Do you see music being a huge part of your future?
Yeah, I mean, music, like you said, it's a huge part of my life. It's part of my core. And I think about this a lot, and more as I get older, I think about how important music is in my day-to-day. I mean, just from going to the gym to when I'm driving in my car to like dealing with stress. You know, music's one of those things where it can kind of cover so many layers of what you do and who you are. And it's like, without it, I would probably be a mess, man. And I always say that. I say it to my friends, I say it to myself. I say, without music, I would be lost in my life.
I'd be dirty. I can't take a shower without music, so I feel like if I don't even without music, what would I do?
Another great example of what we use music for. And taking showers, I do the same thing. Even when I'm cooking and grilling, I love grilling and music, you know, and just being out in the kitchen and having music playing in the background. I think if I could have a theme song follow me around all the time, I would love that.
Right.
Just always have music. Anytime I walked into a room, walked out of one, or like had an entrance and an exit song.
I think everybody needs a soundtrack to their life, right?
Yes, it would just make it so much more interesting.
I appreciate that. So I have a question. After playing such a huge role, doing something that was so just mind-blowing, bringing 3D technology the first time to a dance movie, and playing the lead in that, what is next for you? You have anything coming up, or?
Well, I'm working on a lot of stuff, man. I mean, I'm in, you know, this industry is so broad nowadays, and because of my dancing, and I've been a model in the past. I've done a lot of print work and stuff like that, and of course, I'm working on film. I've done different stuff for television, and you know, right now, I think my team is my biggest thing, and this business is one of those things where it takes time to develop and to really set yourself up and sow your seeds the way that you know can work, because you learn as you grow. And I think I'm coming to a really good place, and things have been going in a very good direction for me, and things are getting close, man. It's going to be a really good situation. I think this next year is going to be strong for me, and I'm feeling really good about it, and things are popping, so we're good.
That's good. I know for myself and everybody else has seen you, I mean, there's nothing but big things coming up. I can feel it, and we look forward to seeing you in the future, my friend.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Thanks, man.
You guys, wait till you see what we have next. Stay in tune. It only gets better.